Today we are going to be making an item sorter. So for this 12 item sorter, you're going to need about 76 hoppers, 16 chests, 12 item frames, glowing or regular, 12 repeaters, 12 redstone torches, 12 comparators, 36 redstone, 2 doors of your choice. Then you're going to need about 8 stacks of regular building blocks, which are on the right. You can pick whatever you'd like. I chose polished deepstone and polished diorite. Also threw in some deep slate stone brick stairs. Then we also have 2 of each material that you're going to be looking to sort today. So 2 copper ingots, 2 copper blocks, and so on. Then we also have 12 stacks of 41 of any block. This block that you're going to be using needs to not be in the item sorter. If it's an item that you're trying to sort, it's not going to work. So I usually choose something like cobblestone or dirt, something that you're going to have a lot of, because you're going to need a 44 for each item that you want to be sorting. This is like a placeholder block. If you do end up throwing in cobblestone as your block, and you use cobblestone and throw it into the chest, it's gonna clog up your machine and kind of break it, but we do have a way to fix that. So to get started, we're gonna get 12 of our chests, we're gonna get all of our hoppers, and we're gonna grab some building blocks. We're gonna start by placing down 12 of our chests in a row. There we go. Make sure that's 12. Yep. Then we're going to take out our hoppers. We're going to place down 12 facing into the chests. Then right behind that we're going to do another row. Then we're going to place a whole row facing down into that hopper. Then another one right on top of that doing the same thing. Okay. Now your build should look something like this. We're going to place a whole row of blocks right on top of these hoppers. This is going to be your walkway. Then we're going to place the next row of blocks, and you're going to need to get a block right there. That way you can face the hopper into these blocks. Going to make a whole row across to make it easy. Then we're going to take out our hoppers, and you want these facing into the block that you just placed. So we're going to do the whole row. Break this row of blocks. And then you have all these hoppers facing out. Next, you're going to place a row of blocks right under those outward facing hoppers. And then we're going to place one more row right at the end of that. Then we're going to place a row right underneath here. And get rid of that. Okay, next we're going to go to our chest. We're going to grab our comparators, our repeaters, our redstone torches. We're going to go back and build one more row on the top and one more row underneath. Okay, so we have this. Actually, we need to get rid of this row. So we have like a little T shape, and you're going to come underneath, place some redstone torches along this, that way they're facing the hoppers. Then on the back, we're going to build a row right on the ground. Okay. Put down our repeaters facing into the block, that way they're torches on the other side, and then place our comparators facing away from these hoppers. Oops. Okay. Now that we have this, we're going to do a row right here. That way we have one step down and the repeater is enclosed. And then we're going to come grab our redstone dust. We're going to fill this entire top area with redstone dust. Okay. 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 Next, we're going to go and we need to build a row of hoppers going across the top. So we're going to place a block here and here. And then at the other end, we're going to do the same exact thing. And we want these hoppers to face into this block and then into each other all the way down. So we're going to have a row of hoppers just facing into each other. Okay, just like that. Okay, then we're going to need actually one more hopper here, which is what our chest is going to go on top of. But let me actually grab the chest out of here. Okay, place a chest there. Make it a double, actually. Okay, then we're going to go in, and we're going to get some other blocks. Okay, we're going to enclose this part, and we're just going to make a little bit of a frame here. That way we have a front to our building. That way you don't see all of this. Do die right across the top. And just fill this in with some polished deep slate. Go all the way down. That way we just have a full wall in the front here. Just like that. Okay, now I'll just show you guys this so you can see the underside. See the top, just kind of seeing what it's going to look like at this point. Next, we're going to build some stairs that way you can get up here. Fill all this in, then build up these. No, we want this to kind of look nice. And then we're going to go get our stairs. Use these on here. So that's where you're going to put your items. Then on this side, this is going to be the overflow chest. So anything that wasn't supposed to be in the sorter, that doesn't go to any of the corresponding chests, is just going to go in there. And we're going to build up some stairs the same way we did on the other side. And that's your overflow. Okay, so we're going to come back and let's just clear our inventory. And I'm going to grab all these stacks of 41. So these stacks I'm keeping as 41 because that's how we're going to put them in there. It is kind of annoying that you got to get a stack of 41 because there's just no easy way to do it. And we're going to grab a couple extra stacks of blocks. So we're going to come in here, do our 41, and then 1, 2, 3. We're going to do this all the way down. We want the 41 all the way on the right, and then the 3 leaving the very left space open. By doing that, that's where the sorted item is going to go. So when an item comes down, stacks with it, and then goes down into the chests. This is essentially locking the comparator. That way it knows only to let this item through, otherwise it's just going to go across on the top. It does sort fairly quickly, so we don't really have to worry about it getting too clogged up. I mean, you have a full double chest of stuff, so it'll keep it moving pretty quick. Now we're going to put in our materials. Go, iron. So this is going to correspond to the chest on the front, so they're going to be in the same order. So the first chest is going to be the copper, then the copper block, then the iron block. And you know we had to get our diamonds in there. Coal, and redstone, and lapis. Okay. Get our item frames, and I forgot, you cannot open a chest with a block on top of it, so we're going to get rid of those. And we're going to put our item frames right across the front. And there we go. And then we're going to want to label these the same way we did on the inside. So we're going to start off with our copper, and then we're going to go to our iron, and our gold, and our diamonds. And then we got our coal. Next, there we go. And we got our redstone or our lapis, so there we go. Coal. And I do not remember which one I did first. Redstone and then lapis. You don't want to mislabel these so you don't get confused in the future. And we're gonna go back. And we're gonna build up some stairs here. And I deleted my stairs, so I'm gonna get some more. And we want to do the same thing on this side. There we go. And we're gonna grab our doors. We want to close this entire thing in. So now that we have our doors, we're gonna close this in. That way you don't see inside of here from out front, and it'll be nice and enclosed. You won't have to look at any of this, and you're just gonna see whatever kind of design or blocks you want to use on the front. So we're gonna do some stairs, make it look a little bit nicer. And you can use whatever block you'd like. Make it fit your style, fit your base, whatever you'd like. And we're gonna get some of the items that we want to sort. So we're gonna get some coal and some redstone, and you know what? Let's get some diamonds and gold. Get some gold blocks and gold. That way you can see it, sort them separately. And why not a little bit of lapis? There we go. You can see it's already pulling these items, so as soon as you put stuff in there, it's going to be pulling it. And it's pulling whatever the top one is, so it's going to be pulling from the top left all the way down to the bottom right. You can see, pulling the lapis, as soon as that stuff runs out, it goes to the coal, and then the gold blocks after. So this is sorting. We're going to grab some polished andesite though, we're going to throw that in, and that should not go into any of our chests. It should go into the overflow at the end, because that is not one of the items that we wanted. We'll get some more blocks here. And let's, build this up and close all this. On my worlds, I usually put this in the wall. That way the doors are one of the last things in the front. It's all enclosed. You don't ever have to look at it, worry about digging into it. It's just part of your base. And when you're making redstone stuff like this, that's a huge part of it, is setting yourself enough space, having an easy way to edit all of this, because otherwise you're going to be in for a world of hurt when you're trying to figure it out when you have 10 of these things and they're all built into the wall and you got to dig out the blocks. So we're going to keep it nice and open. You can always throw in a couple torches in there just in case you're worried about mob spawns inside your base. That way nothing spawns in there. You won't be able to get out really or damage anything, but you just don't want to take the chance. Close all this up. There you go. We're gonna see, I got some gold blocks, some diamonds, coal, and redstone and lapis, all in their appropriate chests. And we're gonna go up, and this should be the polished andesite. Yep, there it is. So that went out of the system. Anything extra is going to go into that chest. You don't have to worry. And this is infinitely expandable, so if you want to do every item in the game, you can have it for your whole base. These hoppers here, those are what you're going to edit if you ever want to change it. You can always grab an item frame and like an extra piece of whatever you were looking at. Check, yep, that's iron. Put this on there. That way when you come in here, you know which one's the iron one. You can edit it quickly, change it if you want, and you're out. Nice and easy. Thank you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe, and check out our PvP as well. And there's one more thing to do.